Hi everybody, welcome to another episode of Exploring Photography right here on Adorama TV. I'm Mark Wallace, and in this episode we're going to be talking about 3 things that you can do to improve your Instagram content. Specifically, how do you get your images from Lightroom to Instagram without using your phone? And how can you break through that 15-second barrier for Instagram videos on Instagram stories? How can you make longer videos? And how can you create videos and stills that are all animated with music and post those as posts or stories on Instagram? Well, we can do all 3 of those things, and we can do them all for free. So we're going to start by talking about Lightroom to Instagram, an awesome plugin. So let's look at that right now. Getting images from Lightroom to Instagram couldn't be any easier thanks to a plugin created by Capture Monkey. You can get there by going to lrinstagram.com. It'll take you to their website, and that's where you can download and install the plugin. The good news is they've got instructions on exactly how to download and set everything up. It's really, really simple. So zip over there and you can get this plugin. It's absolutely free. All right, now once you have that set up, you're going to see that you have a new Publish Services panel here. So if you don't know what Publish Services are or how they work or why they're so wonderful, there is good news for you. I have created a video all about Publish Services, and so you might want to watch that first. If this is new for you, I've included a link to this video in the description of the video that you're watching right now. So check out this video if you're not sure exactly what Publish Services are. Okay, so what we're going to do now is I'm going to go into my quick collection in Lightroom. I've got an image here that I'd like to add to Instagram, and we can start seeing the changes that this plugin has made to Lightroom right off the bat. If we go over to our metadata panel, if I click on this little disclosure triangle at the very bottom, you can see that now I have a Lightroom to Instagram section. So if you click on that, you can see that now I have a caption, and I've got hashtags, and I've got a GPS location. So these are going to show up in Instagram. So this is the caption that I want to show up in Instagram. All of the hashtags that I want to have, I've already populated those, but you can just type in your own. And then once that's done, if you have a GPS location, great. If not, you can add a location later in Instagram. Once that's done, adding this to Instagram is incredibly simple. All you have to do is, we'll go back here to the grid view, is I just drag this and drop it into my Publish Services, just like that. Click on that, and then I can click Publish. Once I do that, it is going to show up on Instagram. That's it. That's all there is to it. Now, there's one thing that's really cool about this plugin that I just want to mention, and that is that you can customize the template that it uses to populate the description on Instagram. So in my images, I want people to know the camera and lens and exposure, all that stuff that I use to create the image. And I don't want to have to type that in every single time. So what you can do is, in the plugin itself, you can right click on the Publish service. You can click Edit Settings, and then down here there is the Instagram caption, and you can choose Custom Template. Now inside there, you can create these custom keywords. So I've created a caption and a hashtag, that's the default, but I also want it to have the camera model and the lens and the ISO, shutter speed, etc. So you can find out what these are and what you can put in here by zipping over to the Lightroom to Instagram page, clicking on Features, and there's this hashtag metadata section, and you can see there is this template tags link. If you click on that, you can see all the different template tags that you can add in there. So perhaps you want to add the dimensions or the flash, if that was used or not. Whatever it is, you can use any of these different things, and that will show up in Instagram. So it's really a great feature if you want to customize how your images are showing up in Instagram. And once this is done, you can click Save, and it will be used. It's set up once, and it'll be used over and over and over until you change that again. And this is what it looks like in Instagram itself. Posting videos to Instagram stories is a great way for you to interact with your followers and drive retention. You want to keep people coming back to see what you're going to post day after day. Well, one of the frustrations with those videos, though, is that they have to be 15 seconds or less.
and sometimes you just want to post a 1 or 2 minute video. So how do you do that? Well, the nice thing is there are a lot of apps that you can download for Android or iOS that allow you to automatically chop those videos up into 15-second segments. I use Video Splitter. Let me show you exactly how that works.
Well, let's hop in first to Photos. This is my Photos app on my iPhone. I've got some albums here. One of them is one that I've called Instagram Videos. And these are some videos that I shot today to give an update on the camping gear that I'm using on my motorcycle. Now you notice that these are pretty short videos, but 2 of them are longer than the 15-second limit. This one is 1 minute and 7 seconds, this guy right here, and this one over here is 32 seconds. We need to make them shorter. So what I can do is go over to my Video Splitter app, and this is very, very simple. All I need to do is click on this big pink bar here and select the video. So I'll go in here and I'm going to go into my album called Instagram Videos. And then I'll choose this video here that is 1 minute and 7 seconds.
This is my waterproof bag. It is.
So you can preview that to make sure it's the right one. You can sort of scroll through that and check. Yep, that's the one I want to use. I'll choose that. It's going to compress the video. That's the first thing it does. So take a second. And then once that's finished, what it'll do is it'll pop up here. Now, if you've paid for the app, which is $8, I suggest that you do that. You can click this little icon here, and you can change the video length. And so you can make it 5, 10, 15, 20, or 30 seconds. Well, I want to make these 15-second videos so that they'll work with Instagram stories. And then I just click this big icon at the bottom. It says splitting video, and then it's going to save this video as 15-second chunks into my Photos library. So videos have been successfully saved to your Photos app. Okay, let's go back. So I will go back here just to all my photos. And now you can see that we have a 15-second video here, and the one next to it is 15 seconds. So 15, 15, 15. And then the very last one is only 6 seconds. And so it's chopped them up, and then any remainder goes. So then you can go to Instagram and just post these in order, and they will play back flawlessly.
Sometimes it's a great idea to create a compilation of either our stills or our videos and add some music and text and all kinds of things to make those really interactive. And you can do that using GoPro's Quick app. It's absolutely free. It works for Android and iOS. It comes with free stock music that you can use, and you can post those videos either to Instagram stories or as posts. So let me show you exactly how Quick works.
When you launch the Quick app, by default, you'll see these things called flashbacks. These are just images and locations that are put together automatically by the app. So, for example, it knows that I spent a few days in London last year with Gavin and Sam, or that I was in Kuala Lumpur for a weekend last month. And so these are automatically created by the application. And if you want to create a video from one of these, so for example, I want to create a weekend in Kuala Lumpur video, you just click on it, and it's going to do some magic and put all this stuff together. Now, I shoot all my videos in 4K on my phone, and this app is saying that my phone doesn't support high-performance settings. Well, I can either remove those videos or just keep them. I always just keep them because even though it complains, it just seems to work just fine. It's then going to choose one of these themes, so it's choosing Flick right now, and it'll just make a video. So I'm going to change the theme, so I'm going to go over here, and let's choose Lapse. I like that a little bit better. Different music. It's got a different format. And then I can go in here, I can pause this. I can customize the duration and music and what each of these images is doing in transitions and music and all kinds of things. It's very, very easy to use. So what I'm going to do instead, though, I'm going to exit without saving. I'm going to show you how to create one using the images that you want to choose, not ones that it's chosen for you automatically. It's really simple. At the very bottom, there's a plus. Click on that. And then you can go into your photos. By default, it's starting me in my moments, but I'm going to go into my favorites. This is a folder that I created in my Photos app in iOS. Then I can just choose my different images. These are all images of my motorcycle that I have named Shifty Drifty. So we're going to make a little video about Shifty's travels around the world. I'll create that by adding all of those videos, or all those images. And then again, by default, it's choosing a theme. Well, I'm going to choose the theme that I want, so I'm just going to go through here. I know that I've played with this a little bit before, and I like Serene, so I'm going to choose that one, and that's pretty cool. Now, one of the things that is wrong with this is it thinks that this was shot in Africa, in Maun. But I want to show a different title. So what I can do is at the very bottom, click on this little icon here. Then I can scroll through each of these images and customize those, including the title screen. So I'm going to click on that, click on the little pencil, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to change this. So I'm going to change this to Shifty Drifty, my motorcycle, visits the world. There we go. The world. There we go. Then I can hit OK. Now I've got a nice title screen. It's going to go through here. The other thing I want to do is change the duration of this. So I'll click on duration. And you'll notice that I have little icons here. So I've got one that's great for Instagram. So it knows it should be 50 seconds. That's perfect. I'll hit OK. I can customize other things, but I'm not going to spend the time to do that right now. You can experiment with your app and see exactly what each of these things does. But the last thing we need to do is click Save. And the cool thing is you can integrate this app with all of your different social media platforms, or you can just save this to your photo library. I'll do that, and then I can share that out to Instagram or Facebook or wherever I want to post this. It's really awesome.
Well, I hope these 3 tools will help you improve your Instagram content. In fact, I want to hear about your Instagram content, so in the comments below, tell us where we can find you on Instagram. Also, check out Adorama's Instagram account. It is filled with inspirational photos, and the stories will tell you all the different tutorials that are coming up and workshops and all kinds of news. So make sure you don't miss out on that. And also, check out my Instagram account. Here it is right here. You can see how I put all these different videos, tips, and tutorials into practice. I'm uploading almost every single day, and you can see how I'm traveling around the world on my motorcycle, so don't miss out on that. Also, make sure you click subscribe so you don't miss a single episode of Adorama TV. Thanks again for joining me, and I will see you again next time.